your first marketing utopic strategy that you have, it's picturesque in your head, that doesn't make a good marketer. What makes a good marketer is your third what now strategy when nothing is working. And if you are too, pigeonholed into, hey, this is a strategy I know, and I'm going to do this, but after that's not working, you can't figure it out. That I've been in that position, right? And that's what led me to, staying up late till 2 a.m. on Reddit and networking with other people though. Like it was when I was struggling the most, when I reached out to people outside of my network because I respected what they were doing. They were in the line that some of my clients were in. It taught me how to do almost like field research. And that was my edge at, at my previous job, was that like I was doing the work that makes a good marketer, but I didn't know that's what you need to do, because I was doing it because the results weren't there, right? That the client was unhappy with me, that I used to have to go to check-in calls. Of course, I still try to make jokes here and there, but I will say it's uncomfortable to try to make jokes and keep it light when performance isn't the best, right? So, but
yeah,
it allowed me to get through those calls. But I was like, okay, nothing's personal, although it feels like it. But I want to solve this challenge, and clearly, the template and the best practices I was given, I'm not being told by my employer that I have to follow this. What they're telling me is, do the best work for your client. This is what works from statistical significance standpoint. But we didn't hire you to be a robot and do what you're told. We hired you because you're good at what you do. And sometimes I find we forget, like in a job, when we move up, especially, there's a lot more responsibilities. You make more money. You want to keep that quality of life. We sometimes forget the scrappiness that we used to have when we were earlier in our careers. We got nothing to lose. And I learned that from making mistakes. I learned how to like really hone in on a problem and problem solve when I didn't know the solution and I was too embarrassed to ask my internal teams. But I realized that everyone's going through the same problem. And so then I realized it's like knowledge shared with each other.